Yeah, of course. Yeah, and one more time. Yeah. Alrighty. Anyways, guys, so we're back with some more. It's all that matters right here, right now, Saturday night. Let's get this thing started. This is really fun, really interesting, and I love getting the hyperness into the show because, like, literally, I know. I'm not gonna lie. There are moments where I did not bring the hype at the beginning, where I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." Saturday night with ActionSaiyanGamer. Yeah, I know. Some people like that, some people don't. I do apologize for the people that don't like that. But hey, guess what? The whole point of why to do Saturday night hype right at the beginning is because it's to get you guys hyped as well. So, like, that's the whole point. To do this for a reason, and also I just like talking to you guys. This is the whole point. Like, even though I do tell you guys about the news of what happened for the week and all that stuff, it's still something to talk to you guys about, and I think it's the coolest thing about. But anyways, before we start, I actually should have done this, I think, last week for a shout-out, which is going to actually one of my buddy, Alex from Unreal ENT Gaming, and the reason I say that is because he actually posted on Twitter the live stream for the Halloween live stream, and I really think, I'm very thankful that he did that because, literally, like, I didn't think, you know, like, that would happen, to get a bunch of people, because, like, when it started out, there was not many. And then it worked its way up to the point where a bunch of people showed up. And it's truly grateful when a lot of people show up and actually get involved with the live stream. And that it's really great and it's really fun. I'm not going to lie, it can get boring if there's no one there. So, well, there could be people there, but I mean, like, you know, not people who are getting involved. I understand if you just want to watch, you know, completely understandable. But I love talking for a reason to you guys. That's the whole point of why I was doing live stream for the first place. But anyways, so we got some really cool stuff for gaming news. We're gonna do right here because it's literally, this isn't really news. It's not something I would literally, you know, go to the gaming station for. But anyways, Google made a new VR headset, which was mentioned before. But I just saw like an unboxing for it. Really, it's interesting. Kind of looks like it's furniture. Just saying, it literally is a headset. It looks like furniture, with goggles in it. So. Yeah. And this isn't news, but anyways, PlayStation 4 Pro came out recently, and people are doing comparison, and I just want to talk about this in general, PS4 thing. Literally, I don't see what's the difference. PS4 looks the same for comparing the games. Now, maybe if it was 4K, you know, maybe for, you know, better experience to look on a TV, probably is. But the way I see it, the games look still the same. I don't see what's the difference. Probably a little more detailed, tweaked here and there. Other than that, I don't really see what's the difference because I've seen screenshots, not screenshops. If there's screenshots, then that would actually be something interesting. I'll go check that out. But anyways, so, like, I don't know, it looks the same, it literally does, maybe it's better, I don't know, I don't have it, so I know a lot of people be like, well, you don't have the system, you don't know what it's like, blah, 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 I think it's great, yeah, well, if you like it, that's all, but in my opinion, it looks the same to me. I'm not, like, me in general, like, when people, like, say, like, oh, the game, like, I wouldn't mind buying the Modern Warfare Remastered game, but, like, there's a bunch of other things, like, when GTA 5 first came out, I bought that, of course, because, like, it looked like an interesting game. The story was, like, I was more interested in the story because of the way the plot was going and all that stuff, and that's why I bought the game for a reason. And then when people were like, oh, man, the game's remastered, you can do first food thing. That is cool. I'm not going to lie. It is cool. But to me, in general, like, the whole point of the thing is, like, you're playing the campaign mostly, even though there is multiplayer, but in general, I didn't really, like, to me, if I bought the game, I don't need to buy another game so I can replay a story all over again, and then just do that again. Just because of one specific thing that was added to it. Which, I'm not gonna lie, that is a money game. They could have just added that as, like, an update. But hey, this is what freaking companies do nowadays. If you can actually see videos about it, I'm not gonna talk comparison from there. But it's definitely interesting. But the one thing, this was actually just going to be a regular topic, is literally the NES is sold out in most places. I can't even get it myself. I was, like, pretty much, to let you guys know, my birthday is coming up. And I can't buy anything right now, because if I buy something, and then one of my family members bought it for me, then they'll get pissed off and be like, oh, I bought this, you know, but you have it. So I can't buy anything. But anyways, I was trying to get some my family members to go for the NES because, like, I'm actually a really big fan of the NES back in the day because those games were so great. And if you guys are too, let me know what's your favorite game. Because definitely I would love to literally talk to you guys about it. Because I would say my favorite game is pretty much Super Mario Bros. Of course, right off the bat. But I do love the Link games. You know, I never really played the Kirby game. You know, like, and that was definitely something I really wanted to get into, was like to try the game out. Never played Metroid, but the game looks phenomenally amazing to play. The story is actually not bad. It looks pretty good. Like, I actually seen like people do gameplays for it and stuff, and it looks phenomenally awesome to literally, you know, play it. And that's kind of why I got on the 3DS those little like challenges of like from the old games, because like that was the closest I could like get my hands on for those Nintendo games, because I'm just like, I want to play the games, I want to try out these games I never got a chance to play because my family, we didn't have an NES here. We just had like a Commodore 64, then PlayStation consoles. But literally, going to my friend's place and playing those games was definitely like the hype ever, playing these different games that I don't have. Because when you go to your friend's place and you don't have the game and you play for the first time, it's epic. It's always epic. Even like back in the day when it was just really bad graphics. You know, when it was like 8-bit or 16-bit. Those things made a deal back in the day. And like, I think that's why we got hyped for it. And plus, with the NES back out, of course, you know, there's new generations that want to try it, or you're that, or there's people that are my age, or just a little bit older, or whatever, that are like, I played this, literally, when it came out. Oh my god, I want to replay this again, you know? Like, there's so many people that bought this. This is the sad part. So many bought the console that literally the company of Nintendo is trying to rush the product out itself because of how much sold. They are trying to keep up with the sales. That's the sad part. They are not keeping up. So now they actually have to boost it to get more sales going. And hopefully by next week, maybe I can convince my family to go, hey, let's go to EB Games. Maybe you can find something for me there. I don't know. It could be that thing that's in a little box that looks like it's the 90s. And it's a console with 30 games on it. And a controller that has 2 buttons on it with a D-pad. And I would go crazy if that somehow randomly showed up, you know, in front of me on my birthday. So, but no, that was definitely it. Like, I definitely think it's amazing for the NES. So, but anyways, so this morning I was watching a couple of videos. I was trying to wake up at the same time, but I was watching like how people were making, like, how these awesome games that came out, like, you know, for the PlayStation console or whatever, that came out, and it's phenomenally amazing, like, how people went from this idea to this idea. And the funny thing is, it's a different game. Like, I remember some of them actually had games, and they were showing the footage of the game where it was like way different than what you would ever think that was in their mind compared to this game that's out in public and became popular, and now there's still a series for it. Especially like Ratchet and Clank. Like, my god, I don't know where they came from this idea to Ratchet and Clank, because like it was like a warrior with a spear, which they're trying to make like Tomb Raider, and then all of a sudden they went to Ratchet and Clank, and I'm like, where the frick did they get that idea? Like, did it just randomly pop into the guy's head one night when he's sleeping? He was like, I'm gonna think of space and a reptile and a robot, and I'm like, what? Like, that would be something, like, where did they get that idea? Like, that's the so interesting part of like what they were thinking in their mind. That's one thing. I think it made me want to be a game developer, was because like it was definitely something just phenomenally amazing about how games are created and just how the process works in everybody's mind, and it's amazing. And I think that's one thing about game developers, when they put all these ideas and work their way somehow to a great game. I think like that's amazing, the work. And I I think that's why a lot of people don't give these people tons of credit, like, you know, tons and tons of credit, because even though their names are in the credits, we don't read it even though it's there, or either that, or we just speed up the process because we just want to finish the game. But other than that, you know, game developers are definitely one of the biggest parts of our lives as a gamer, because it's definitely something that we all love and cherish. So, but anyways, I do want to talk. Fan mail is tomorrow, so please leave your comments down below. I will get to them soon, because literally it's definitely amazing and awesome, and I definitely want to get to your fan mail questions as well. Which will also give me some time, hopefully tonight, and hopefully tomorrow after work. A little bit of time to also get the videos ready, but at the same time, I am working on a project, which is not going to be said. It's literally at the beginning of the process. I'm halfway of writing what has to be done, and then I, of course, one of my buddies, Nate, is going to be part of it, and definitely we're going to be getting this thing processed. And I am going to be talking to a couple of people after we're done making whatever I'm typing. I'm not going to say what it is, but anyways, yeah, so once the whole process is starting to get halfway done, then that's when I'm pretty much going to be talking to a bunch of people about some other things. And then, yeah, so I'm hoping that this project will finish, or at least by the end of the year, and if it does, it's going to be phenomenally amazing, going to be awesome, and it's just going to be awesome to see what is going to happen, and that's the best part about it. So but anyways, for movies, I really would say, hey, let's go to movies, but in general, the movies suck, okay? Maybe they're good, I don't know, but usually, usually like before the end of the week, when the movies come out, people were telling me about the trailers, people were telling me about the movies that are coming out. Like, a bunch of people I know are movie people, and they literally be like, oh man, did you see the trailer for this and all that? And then, like, and the funniest thing is I would actually look it up and check it out and all that stuff, and then talk about it, because some of them are, like, kind of interesting, some of them, like, whatever, but people still talk to me about it because I think it's fascinating to hear their opinions about why they like that movie or whatever, because some people do tell me about some of the, like, those romantic movies, or, you know, like, those kind of movies in general, you know what I mean? Like, those movies that women go see. Yeah, that's a farce with that topic, but literally though, yeah, so I don't know, just the movies I literally looked at it and I'm like, what is this? I read the description a bit, sounds pretty cool and all that, but it just never came to me. Like, I looked at it and I'm like, no. I'm like, these look like movies that you would put in an indie pile and just leave it there. So, I don't know, but that's why this is why I'm not telling you any movies. It's not because I'm tired, it's just these movies don't look interesting to me, and that's why I'm like, no, we're not doing movies for the week. I know I do talk about movies I don't like and all, but like I said, usually people tell me about the movies before they come out, and that's why, like, when I would watch, that's why, like, I would check out these trailers before, you know, ahead of time, and know about it, because that's pretty much what I do. But these movies weren't talked about. Nobody said anything about these movies, and I even actually looked at it and all that stuff, and I'm like, this does not look like something I should talk about for movies, and I just was like, no, sorry. But yeah, so that's why there's no movies for the weekend, I guess, yeah. But anyways, that's it. Hope you guys are watching. I do apologize for no movies for the week. If you guys don't mind that, it's just this week, why? There's already issues happening in America. I know I'm a Canadian, but still, there's already tons of issues happening in America, because elections and all that. Well, I'm not going to get into that stuff. But you know what? That's pretty much it. So, but like I say, leave your fan mail questions below. Literally, I feel kind of exhausted for the past couple of days because I've been working on things. I'm helping out my buddy from Soap Media for photoshopping. I'm like, there's so many things I have to think in my mind of what I have to do. And it takes enough out of you, that's all I'm going to say. But anyways, hope you guys are watching. It's all that matters. I will see you guys, of course, in the next videos. And one more time, leave your comments below about your fan mail, and I'll see you. Oh yeah, also, like I said, leave your NES classics that you guys like as well, because I want to hear about those too. And I'll definitely talk to you guys in that section, because I definitely want to talk about the NES with people. Okay, not a lot of people do like the NES around here, because people are like, it's a classic, who cares, whatever. Let's play the new shit. I want to actually talk to you guys personally. Even if, actually, why not? Let's do a live stream for you. If you guys want a live stream of talking about the NES, we'll do it. It's going to be awesome. And, yeah, so just let me know if you guys want a live stream. That's all I'm going to say. But I'll see you guys later. I know what you guys want me to probably say by now. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day.